Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're just going to do a general for the week. Past, present, future energy, whatever's in your energy. Cross watchers are welcome. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This will be for our fellow earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, part of fortune, North Node, Chiron. And, depending on what you're following at this time, specifically high aspects, 20 degrees or higher, of Mercury and pretty much all the outer planets, Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune. Hi, Spirit. I know. You've been here. Spirit saying hi. Maybe there's a hello in this situation. Okay, let's get you caught up here. As I was pulling cards, just get a sense of what's going on for y'all. All right. Location was the first, so maybe where your present moment is, because I think present did show up, okay? There's going to be an apparent supporter, probably someone that's strange. The name Kate's going to be significant. This might have something to do with spirituality or religion, okay? Bones could be an aging thing, but it did pop up with one card regarding health, so it could just mean that would be an identifier of that. Could be an old-fashioned veteran. Okay, so maybe, someone from the greatest generation. Could be somebody that actually served in war long ago. Might have some valuable insight, okay? Lake and present showed up together. That tells me lake was more about water, so maybe there might be some emotional clearing going on with this situation. Or you might have to sit in your emotions, because lake is kind of like sort of stagnant body of water. It's not moving, right? And then space, okay? Needing to get some space. Story, okay, yes. Language and story. Spirit is too funny. Medical, okay, so something medical is involved with this situation, all right? Now, I didn't pre-pull any of the Lenormand decks yet, because I thought, well, we'll just do that on the fly, see what happens, okay? But first things first, we'll go ahead and pull other placements that might identify this person besides sun sign, okay? Or the people involved. So sun for sure. Sun placement. Moon, okay? Neptune, if you happen to know it, okay? And Uranus. This could also be something prolific with those placements for them, okay? Specifically. Neptune is all about like transformation and tapping in as well as the moon. So it's like moon energy and Uranus energy combined. And then you have Uranus, which is the Great Awakener. So this could be part of somebody else's awakening. This could be part of yours. A journey. Okay, we'll just say journey. I agree. But something greater, right? Okay. So let's get some signs in the sun, moon, rising, Neptune, Uranus for these individuals, whoever's in this story here. Okay. We have Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra, or that Taurus could be you, all right? Could be dealing with another Taurus if you're Taurus, okay? Aquarius, we're going to have room for this other one, and Sagittarius, okay? What are we going to start with? I feel like I'm missing a deck. Hold on, guys. It was hidden under another deck. So we'll also go ahead and live pull the Life Purpose Oracle. Interesting, Spirit. So maybe that's supposed to be more of a surprise, I guess. Okay. So your overall energy from the Moonology is South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node could be in any of those placements as well for you, okay? Or them. But this could be something about your past, okay? Someone from your past. I do sense there's at least two other people, okay, with regards to you here, okay? Could possibly be. That's what I'm seeing over here, okay? You have, as far as signs and sinks, blue feather, okay? So that doesn't necessarily have to be you finding a blue feather on the ground. You could still see a blue bird, and it'll still count. Birds are messengers. It just means it's time to tune in. Your psychic powers are strong. Could also just be the image of one, okay? Like, I don't know. Here you go. A blue. There's also a pink one, okay? You also have 666, so pay attention when those numbers show up. Pay attention to what you're feeling and sensing around you and how others are reacting, okay? It's on the shadow side. So that's just an indication that is a need to be seen at any cost. Could be this energy because I did see a bit of that, but I also saw a bit of that energy. Okay, so it could be either one. Okay. It just basically means that some inner childhood wound needs a little healing, shadow work, time facing fears. Maybe a little bit of mind, body, soul alignment is needed, okay? So you or them, okay? From the tea leaf, we have the month of May. So this could involve Taurus, Gemini. I had to think for a second there as well. All right. You have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Yay. Coins. Money will be coming to you. So that's good, right? And yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Technical. Interesting. Maybe there's going to be some technical process with this. You got to follow sort of procedures or steps or proto or something, right? From the botanical inspiration, you have nasturtium, victory and conquest. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still, okay? So that may be something you might have to keep an eye on regarding these energies, right? See who's trying to be controlling, right? Or overbearing or powerful in some way, in a negative way, right? And those that have mastered themselves. So there could also be just a way to recognize it. Twin. Ooh. Twin what? Are we talking biological or are we talking of the flame variety? Could this be that kind of thing? We'll get into it. See what pops up. All right, from the Stargazing Oracle, you have Saturn return, okay? Paying your dues, wake up call, time to grow up, clearing the past, and facing the truth, aging, and stripped down. So that could be that old-fashioned energy coming through, okay? There might be some wise sage advice. I always think of Saturn as being this wise sage, right? But it's also a card of karma as well. Saturn typically is, especially if it goes in retrograde, right? And that would be return. So it could be kind of just like restoring things, restoring balance. There could be some kind of balancing act here, okay? Sun, leadership, happiness, creativity, confidence, spirit, ego, self-awareness, and expression. We also have listen to the guidance of your soul, right? Tune in time. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. From Black Moon Astrology, first one that came out is Fire Element 37, breaks down to a 10, Desire. So also Aries, Leo, Sag energy as well, okay? So you could be dealing not just with a Sagittarius, you could also be dealing with an Aries or a Leo, okay? You also have 32, 8th house, endings and beginnings. So there may be an end to something that leads to a new beginning. And that could very well be something tangible like money, right? Maybe a wish is being granted. Maybe the ending is ending feeling tied down or frustrated in a situation. Here's your Aries again, 13, breaks down to a 4. I am. Of course, being present as well. I just heard that again. All right. Number 6, oh my goodness. Saturn. And Saturn return, age. Truth and age. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely getting sense that, you know, some things are getting balanced. Maybe there's a truth you wanted to learn, you know, or have come out about a situation, and you're about to get that wish, right? All right. Okay. From the past life oracle, just to identify any energies in the situation, we have vows. So maybe there had been some sort of promise, right? Could be this aged individual, this wise sage coming forward, okay? This veteran of whatever it could be, okay? It could be a financial veteran, you know, maybe somebody that knows what they're talking about with money. It could also just be, where did I see it? They could just have wise advice in this situation in some way, shape, or form that balances things out, right? Gets you back into the present. Maybe they might be able to help you with the technical aspect of it. Oh, I did say spiritual as well. Okay, so they might be this apparent supporter, right? And maybe it's a promise that they made, right? Maybe they're trying to keep a vow, right? That they had made to someone else. Like, especially if this is an older person that maybe like made a promise to your parent or something to look after you, help you grow strong, okay? It could be a situation like that as well. But this also could be pretty much anyone else, okay? Maybe you have promises with people, maybe you're in a marriage, I'm also seeing that, or some kind of long-term commitment of some kind or another, okay? So it could be a few things. Leaving or travel could be another identifier. Maybe this is a well-traveled person. Going with the veteran, maybe they fought many wars and had many tours of duty, okay? So you could think of it that way. Or they could just like traveling, or maybe this will give you an opportunity to get moving towards something better, right? Okay. You also have authority figures. So keeping in line with that veteran military idea, that would definitely be an authority figure. This could also just mean that you might be dealing with legal situations as well, okay? Or some kind of contract agreement, right? A marriage can be legal if it's, you know, with like, you know, the court, which you probably would if you had to get a marriage license, right? Okay, or something like that. All right. So pulling from Izzy's deck, you also had timing of this week. Okay, there's some hope in this situation. Now, I had a lot of fun with this. When I pulled these cards, I just said, let's pull 2 cards. I pulled 3 cards. Okay, that was the original. Timing came up. The first card that came up is children. I was like, okay. And then stalker. And I'm like, okay, what's this? We're going to have to clarify this. So, I clarified children. Okay, so like, is this actual children or somebody being childish? What is this? You have love spell, but you sort of have like this playful bondage thing going on, right? So I couldn't tell what direction it was going to go with that. Pulled again, sugar and spice and everything nice. Okay. Maybe it's also something that'll identify a person on their shirt somewhere in here. So I really got the sense that this is really more of a playful, loving energy. Maybe just a little bit more inner child oriented, right? And perhaps you could see the need to be seen at any cost here. So this might be a mild shadow, right? With this energy. So I asked the dice, I'm like, is this 2 separate people? Or is this the same person? It's 2 separate people, okay? So when I clarified stalker, I'm like, okay, well then what's this? Will you marry me? I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. That's a little interesting combination. Then health issues popped up. And then I love you. And I'm like, oh, so this is just somebody that really, really, really loves you. Okay, they might actually have health issues and might be a little codependent because of it. Like they have disabilities or something. What's going on over here? Education, they might be educated. Base chakra, health issue. Okay, so maybe they're just not feeling strong. Maybe they just have some weakness going on. Some health issue related to the root chakra. That might be an identifier there, okay? So all in all, these 2 don't look like negative energies to me. Maybe they're just 2 choices, right? One's more childish and fun-loving and playful, right? Maybe younger, you know, seeming or whatever. And the other one's a little more stable, base chakra, right? But they do have some disabilities of some kind, right? But they're really stable, right? They really, this isn't will you marry me energy, okay? This is, but they might be stuck on you, okay? They might be really addicted to you in some way. So be mindful of that. That could be a little codependency, but it's long-term stable, right? This could very well end up becoming short-term, right? So do you, okay? So I clarified further who this might be energetically, right? As an identifier. You got the star here. So it could go either way, right? That is Aquarius as well. This could also mean that this just is someone that's famous or well known. Could also mean someone that's just very it's your ultimate wish fulfillment, okay? It could be like that too. To identify this person, you have the devil in in the reverse pop up. So it tells me maybe they're coming out of this codependent energy, right? Like maybe they're breaking free of it. Could also just be a Capricorn, and the only reason why they're in the reverse is because of that energy, right? Maybe they're really worried about losing something they need, not just loving you and being in a situation with you, but because, maybe they need your help too, right? They need support, right? Especially if they do have disabilities. Football, interesting. It's like somebody playing a game with these two. All right, we'll get it. We'll clarify football. Football could just be an identifier as well of you or anyone here. Okay, maybe y'all like literally football. Okay, mostly. All right, Spirit. So from Kipper, to clarify this situation, when it's 4, judication, number 30, 33, concern, all on the upright, by the way, and high honor, 25, breaks down to a 7. We have also 6, 3, 6, and 7 here. So obviously there's some sort of important decision to be made for the highest good. So I'm like, okay, what are we debating here? What are we deciding on, right? First one came out, ironically, next to what's wish fulfillment, right? You have the wish fulfillment card in this deck. What's your hopes, your dreams, maybe even aspirations of travel too is there, okay? So maybe there's a decision about that, and maybe something that had been stolen or lost from before, right? Had to be set aside or given away. I wouldn't say given away. I would say had to, like, your back burner, maybe. I'm seeing that as well. I'm really sensing it wasn't stolen. Maybe time stole it from you. Like sometimes folks, especially if you're this veteran, if you are this veteran, okay, maybe you feel like you don't have much time left and you should have done this thing. Or maybe there was money taken or repurposed somewhere else, expense. I'm seeing that. And now maybe there's going to be an opportunity to switch gears if you wanted to, right? It's really up to you. Could be fun-loving, but this could also be stable. Maybe there's a choice between something stable versus something fun-loving and kind of carefree, right? If these aren't energies of actual people in the situation, right? Okay. So to clarify high honor, you had 22. There's your military person again, official person. So I'm seeing authority here 1, 2, and 3 times, okay? So that could be a real strong identifier for someone. Then you had 37, poverty, okay? So maybe something that had been officially lost. Mature woman, you could be a mature woman or involved with 1, 6. 37 is 10. 22 is power, the master number, breaks down to 4. And 35, 8. It's really just kind of reclaiming some kind of official loss of your personal journey, whatever you hope to do, right? Journey was there for sure. And maybe it's going to be transformative this time around, right? And you're not sure what you should do. Go with something stable or do something you love, right? Like if these are just energies. So let's put a little bit more on it. All right, let's get 3. Let's do that. Obligation. Maybe there's obligations tying you down. Maybe that's where this is. Right? You've had a stable life for a while. Now it's time to go play, right? Or maybe you want to go play and you're debating on it. And maybe before you had it because there was no money. Let's get 3, please, Spirit. All right. Stars. 6 of Cups, something from your past too, right? Something you wanted to do from your past. 16 breaks down to 7. Stars are also Aquarius. Again, there's your energy. Shining stars brighten the sky. Bodes joy from afar, where happiness lies. In starlight, dreams come true. Hope is in sight. Success is in view. Okay, let's what else? All right, you got the Page of Wands here. There's your young energy. Fast communication could actually be a child or just an immature energy. Could be this energy here. Birch rod, though. 11. It brings strife to what should be bliss. Husband and wife gone amiss. Prepare for sorrows that dampen the day. Begotten of quarrels that bring much dismay. That could be that sense of obligation and coming out of that devil energy, right? Last one. 10 of Wands, maybe releasing burdens of a situation. Maybe it's not all as bad as it seems. I'm also seeing that too. Because you start out wish fulfillment stars, right? Maybe it only seems like it's stressful, but it's really not. Use your power to be strong and fair. Brawny and bold, here's the bear, your financial positions you should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. Okay, out something. Maybe go outside. Go out and do something. All right. Let's clarify this birch rod, Spirit. I'm going to clarify with the Gypsy Witch. What do we got? Seven of Swords. Maybe there's something that is ominous, okay? But the dark side of the clouds are the first one out, so inward ensures domestic happiness, so I guess whatever choice you want to make, it's going to be good. Let's see what's next. Four of Wands, that could indicate happy home, marriage. The key nearby is a certain augury of success. Let's see. Yeah, flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of nearby unlucky ones. So maybe this broke feeling is really just in your mind, right? And maybe it had been kind of penny pinching for a while, right? But maybe you're going to have a come up somewhere where you're going to actually be able to do something you really enjoy doing, right? And be able to invest in it here with the Seven of Pentacles. I like this. I like this. Okay. I was immediately kind of, what's going on here? Is there some drama? Okay. Especially when I saw two different energies here. So maybe it's really a choice of choosing which energy you want to be in, right? If you're going to come out of this codependent kind of energy, this stalker energy, right? And come out of the devil energy, you could still do both. If you want to do your wish fulfillment, maybe you just do it in small parts, right? Well, let's get one from the Life Purpose Oracle. Eastern, might be significant to someone. Let's get one, please. Actually, let's get two. We've got space. So builder, your innate ability to build and create brings you a sense of deep accomplishment. So maybe that's something from the past. You had disabilities, maybe you hurt yourself on the job and you can't do that anymore. Maybe there's some other way to create where you're still building. And study. Reading, research, education help you gain confidence and clarity about what you want to do. Ooh. And with that owl there, you might want to use your intuition. Okay, well, let's get one more. Oracle cards. Okay, that's Spirit's cue. Let's go on to the guidance. Okay, or you might actually be a diviner and want to dabble a little in the oracle cards yourself. Okay, it doesn't have to be oracle. It could be any other style of cartomancy. Location, again, be in the present. Okay, in the present moment. Okay, that's my cue. All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and we'll go ahead and get into the guidance for this. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, just double check and make sure I click that. All right, Spirit, why don't you tell us a couple lessons regarding this situation, with regards to this decision. Okay, for guidance, please. View, perception, perspective. Okay, all right, it's upside down. One more. No? Okay. All right. All right, so you have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. You have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. There's that builder energy again, but just in a new way, right? You might have to change your perspective on how you're going to do that. Maybe do something different than you've done before, right? That you can physically do. In the case of being disabled in some way, okay? I was getting that vibe. Health issues, whatever the health issues are about. All right, let's see, energy surrounding your masculine energy. All right, Prometheus, altruism, love it, beautiful energy. There's your strange, what was the combination, Spirit? A parent supporter, strange. Wound, maybe to help with healing. Okay. Let's get some feminine. It needs healing. We have Allah, morality. Okay, I definitely see that altruism thing with the authority figure and the vows and all that. Okay, I see that now. All right. Okay, Prometheus. Let's see what Prometheus has to say for you. That's additional to that. You're encouraged to make decisions or start projects for the good of all and seek out healthy balance between the self and others. Maybe learn to say no, or no is a complete sentence if people are overtaking. You did have that investment energy, so be aware of that. Interesting. Here we go. Maybe this is more specific. If you work with fire, for example, you're a firefighter, Prometheus would make a great protective patron who would honor you for your altruistic qualities. And that's definitely an authority figure, right? An official person. Potters are also favored by him, so that might be a hint at something. Prometheus's gift of torch of fire is still remembered during the torch relay of the Olympic Games. Football did come up. Okay. All right. Today we know how important altruism is, especially in a world that has grown unequal as ours has. Okay. I'm not feeling the shadow side of it, so you're good. All right, Allah, morality, from the spiritual religion of Igbo, okay? Queen goddess of morality, fertility, death, and cycles. Allah is here to push you to align with your integrity. If you're in the right, she'll help you find justice. If you're walking the line, she's here to be a reminder to do what is right, even if it's not easy, okay? I'm going to pull a couple from the next deck here, although I'm not really feeling like there's much of a shadow side, other than maybe some hesitation, right? Maybe lack of confidence. You know, maybe not knowing if you can afford stuff, right? Maybe just a smidgen of poverty mindset. But because the stalker energy came up, I want to see what that is, okay? All right. 36 differences. Let's get one more. There's your vows. Okay, so maybe you'll be working with people with differences of opinion. Chloe might be significant. Okay. 36 breaks down to 9. I'm actually going to read you that. There might be some more hints in there as well. Choosing the symbol for differences asks that you accept that you will not always agree with everyone, and they may not always agree with you. So flip and, switch it, if it's someone that you're coming across with, okay? Maybe it's somebody that's going to provide some relief, okay, for the situation that you might have to kind of like be diplomatic with. There you go, that's the word, okay? Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. There may be something hidden in their words that even they're not meaning to relay, because sometimes spirit speaks to us through other people, right? Especially the unawakened. So this could be that kind of circumstance too. You might have $1 million idea pop up, just by intuitively listening to someone else's difference of opinion, right? Like that has happened. That could happen very much. 49, oath is all about promises kept, not kept, okay? An oath is never made lightly or in jest. Promises are meant to be honored. When you choose this symbol, perhaps it's time you look at how you have made your promises. Have you crossed your fingers behind your back, relinquishing the magic that binds you to your oath? Has anyone broken his or her promise to you? Let the person go. Don't hold on if someone refuses to be honorable. You don't want this person in your life. For now, the most important promise you can make is to yourself. That could be also the message of the card. Promise to be kind, loving, honorable, and good. Do no harm. So this could just be about some kind of vow, right? Maybe there's a vow here. Okay, maybe somebody's making good on it. Relief. Maybe they have experience with something and know some aspects of it. But they might know only like old-fashioned aspects, right? Okay, so apply it how it would work. Okay. All right, let's get a couple from our Halloween deck here. Actually, let's get a few. What else? Interesting. Interesting. All about endings, new beginnings. All right. First one that came out. Okay. You have death. I'm going to stick them all. The eternal cycle begins here. Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. If I can. There we go. And Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. All right. Definitely some rebirth. Maybe there's going to be some new ideas popping up here. Okay. Okay, the death card simply means that something is falling away, or will do so you can begin strongly afresh. There's great power in this clearing, okay? Lady de los Muertos. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and a bunch of different times, because it's not just literal death, right? Maybe this could be some sort of transition for this person. Maybe an old personality is ending, right? Maybe that's the differences they're facing now. Maybe they had an awakening, okay? And that perhaps until then we can choose to be life-affirming takes away much of the fear, and maybe that's what the distance horizons and, the star energy too, that playful energy might be, right? Take a light approach to a situation initially and it may work out better. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let go. Skull of Flowers. This illustrates that there is a sureness and yet rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. And maybe that was that poverty mindset before, right? The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success in full bloom through adversity. Love it. All right. Let's get you some mermaids. See what else. Anything else? Donation. That's altruistic. Maybe whatever you're going to be creating through the ashes, you can get donations for. Let's get 3, Spirit. Delivery. Some kind of delivery? What type of delivery? I'm not thinking like, pizza delivery. maybe speeches or something, right? Something spoken. All right. We have breaking free, so that's our cord cutting card, right? It's also just clearing out what no longer serves you kind of card. Break free from any mental constraints as well that you can't do something, okay? Be gentle with yourself, okay? I don't want to cover her face up, okay? All right. Be gentle with those around as well. That's also about that differences too, okay? Behave with your integrity. Feelings, get in touch with your intuition and your discernment. Let's get one more. Heart space, action. One more. And recognition, you might be recognized. Reward of some kind. Or maybe recognize, there's that acceptance again, right? Recognize who's available to you to help, okay? Value. All right. Let's get a few of these chakra cards, Spirit. For Earth signs, please. All right. All right. Yeah, I had a feeling this might have something to do with an awakening. All right. 23, truth. 23 breaks down to a 5. 5 signify transition and change. There's also your throat chakra for communication, right? Perhaps speaking with gentleness too, okay? Speaking up, adding the value, right? If you've made promises and you're trying to fulfill them, I'm also seeing sort of just acknowledgement of others, acceptance of others, right? Perhaps ideas or what they're sensing or thinking about, okay? This could go a number of ways here. Create from the ashes on this. All right. That is your crown chakra as well. 29 breaks down to an 11, spiritual awakening. And your sacral chakra, number 12, breaks down to a 3 with relationships. So there's going to be some beautiful thing that pops out of this, okay? What kind of relationship? Could be work, could be life, could be platonic, it could be a combination of relationships. I didn't get really a sense. I think it's pretty flexible, whatever this is. Maybe you can make it what you'd like it to be, right? There's potential here. Let's get a few from. Let's get a bunch from Ancestor Spirit. Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. All right. You have connect with water. Perhaps for some healing, could also be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or just needing to drink more water, or just hang around with water, or connect with water spirits, or the ocean specifically. Get into nature, okay, coexist, gather, limit, waste. Remember who you are. Culture, resilience, beliefs. So this could be somebody that is, from your culture, your belief systems as well, okay? There may be a slight difference of opinion. Maybe it could also just be about reconnecting with heritage as well, in some way, shape, or form here. Reconnect with Mother Earth. Got some more earthy energy here for our earth signs. I love it. Plant, garden, harvest could be an indicator. We'll get one more. Let's get one more. Do we have space? Yes, we do. Happy. Be joyous, happy. You have honor the deities around you. Okay, there we go. And be open to love, relationships, passion, fulfillment, prayers, offerings, and help, okay? This veteran could easily just be an ancestor connecting with you as well, giving you a sense. Boat. Immediately thought of the Six of Swords card, the calmer waters. Moving to calmer waters. So it could be a literal death too with regards to the ancestors, right? Dia de los Muertos is all about reconnecting with ancestors. And that's what Lady de los Muertos is about over there. All right. Let's get to New Orleans. Please and thank you for our earth signs. I'm loving this read. It is really beautiful. Take charge. You got Marie Laveau. Oh, could also be connecting with Ascended Masters as well. You have 1, power. So this could very well be business as well as spiritual. Something where you might need, that's where the donations come into play. Okay, so it could be religious. Taking charge, having the courage. Okay. 33, create your reality. So whatever you put your thoughts into, that's what's going to manifest. Let's see if there's anything else here for you as well. Marie Laveau was the epitome of power and grace within the community of New Orleans. Not only was she known as an astute businesswoman, she was also the go-to person for the spiritual remedies of everyday life. You have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and to rise to every occasion with confidence. On a sort position. Okay. Interesting. All right. You are so much more than the mundane daily tasks that often bog you down. New opportunities will help you explore the different ways you can express yourself and feel more fulfilled. So that gives you a hint that you're more than you've been allowing yourself to. It's time to get out of that poverty mindset, right? Palatine. Interesting. You might want to look that up. Okay, that might mean something to somebody. 33, create your reality. Dragonfly. The dragonfly is about perception, illusion, and transformation in mental energy. You have pulled this card because you've grown stronger in your manifestation skills, and it's necessary to pay attention to where you choose to focus your thoughts and energy. Think about what you want, not about what you don't want. Has a recent situation not been to your liking and led you to focus on what is lacking as opposed to what is abundant? There are often triggers that can tempt us to dwell on what we don't want. But when the dragonfly shows up, it's letting us know that we've grown beyond thoughts that control us. It is now time to mindfully choose what you will focus on as you move forward in your life. And if you've been seeing dragonflies, that could also be a connection to this ancestral messaging that you're getting, okay? If that's what's going on here. And maybe they're just trying to remind you what you really wanted to do in life. And to go do it. You've done enough of the usual suspects. You could do more, right? Let's get you some final guidance from Beyond Lemuria. I love it. Yes. And it may just mean that you might need to cleanse out your aura too by just getting in water, do some healing. Kick it with Gaia for a little bit, right? Tap in. Tap into your heart space too with the feelings here and the open to love, right? Be gentle with yourself. Be patient. Okay? Because this could also be about relationship with self, right? You and your higher self are now reconnecting, right? And you're learning your own personal truth. All right, let's get one piece, Spirit, for signs. All right. You have card number 34, breaks down to a 7, life force energy. Love that card. So pretty. Immediately, I'm seeing all those stars. I'm seeing Merkaba there too, like tapping into soul star energy and your heart chakra with the heart. And you got the dolphins with the water, and the sun looks like a mandala. I mean, wow, this is hugely powerful here. Love it. She's kicking it in water, around a ton of nature. Shadows. There might be some shadows to work on as well, okay? And maybe it's just fear. Maybe it's just fear of the unknown, right? Or fear of getting out of your comfort zone, okay? Doing something more prolific that you've always hoped to do, but you just, maybe been insecure about. Because she seems like she's like just rising up about out of the water with the help of connecting with, all things divine about her own divinity, right? All that Merkaba going on, all those shapes. Sacred geometry might be significant for you at this time too. There is a lot of shapes going on. And you got a rainbow rain in the background there, waterfall almost. Draft. Maybe there's a draft of something that you can come back to. A creative pursuit. All right, let's see what this book says here. I'm getting the sense of making things colorful. Life force energy, mana, aina, the rainbow spectrum, bright white light, Reiki, celebrating life, God force, optimal health, being vibrantly alive, thriving nature, conscious consumption, Eden, the body as a temple, bringing earth into balance, cell rejuvenation, the love of the land. Interesting. Okay. It is time for celebration, revel in the bliss of being alive. This is an incredibly healing card packed with luminous life force, energy for optimal health and healing. It reminds you to seek joy and upliftment in everything you do, as much as possible. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend your time in, the people in your life, and even the things you wear. Increase your awareness of their journey, how they came to be in your world, and their energetic resonance. Are they alive and vibrant? You may also be inspired to work with healing energy such as Reiki or with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables, and you do have plant and garden here. What's going on, Spirit? Islamic widespread. Oh, so this is for a bunch of you. Okay. Maybe Islamic refers to maybe some heritage for someone, okay? Could be that religious aspect. Or like the Quran or something. There's something in the Quran that might be important. I heard Quran. Okay. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. What happens when we seek to maximize the life force energy in everything we do? Toward the completion of this oracle deck, the author was called to visit Hawaii. Yes, that looks like Hawaii. I heard it is known to be the last remaining part of the lost continent of Lemuria. Interesting. I went with an open mind and was sincerely blown away by the incredible level of life force energy radiated there. I'm an avid traveler and seeker of high vibrational places, but had never experienced such potency of the magic, the main inspiration of the art that she does, in every cell of every bright green leaf. I could sense the songs of Lemuria in this pristine place. I discovered I'd been dreaming of this place my whole life. The crystalline waterfalls, rainbow diffused skies, exotic flowers, and opulent plant life was so present that you couldn't help but see a radiant aura around everything. Aina is a Hawaiian term for energy and sacred land. It seemed to me that mana and Aina are one and the same. One day, when I was sitting on red sand beach, I had a vision of an overlaying dimension that spanned our physical world. This overlay was the God force, or life force in its purest and highest vibration. The vision presented an array of objects familiar to this physical plane, from lower vibrational concrete, processed chemicals, and suffering-imbued consumables, to the higher biodynamic earthly offerings and the vibrant lands that surround me at this moment. And this card does kind of like actually talk about that as well, with limiting waste and just being good to earth, right? The experience imprinted the depths of my being with the remembering that we can bring this beautiful blue planet back to its former glory, starting with our own temples and personal pieces of Eden. I realized that maximizing one's life force energy was the gateway to bridging heaven and earth. By aligning our choices with this higher frequency, we will naturally create more opportunities to ground this somehow forgotten light. When we know the joy of this life force within us and around us are vibrantly alive, we can't help but inspire others to choose the same. Talk about creating from the ashes, huh? glove. Interesting. Oh, most of you probably won't know this reference. Gosh, who was it who did it on these park benches, these bus benches in Los Angeles in the early 90s? I forget what movie came out that inspired it, but it said no glove, no love. That's immediately what popped up with that was the image of one of these billboards. A cartoon. No glove, no love. I think it was some campaign, some AIDS, campaign of some sort. That might mean something to somebody, okay? That might that might resonate. All right, so whatever it is, you got to start today, right? Anything else, Spirit? Last call. Read. Okay, you got the study. Yes. Anything else? All right, guys. Just taking a quick sip here, giving Spirit a little bit more time to say what Spirit's got to say. All right. So there you go, guys. Follow your other placements too from Rain said. Okay, that was awesome. So yeah, do what's hard led, okay? Bye.